Paul George is one of those guys that plays better when he's at when he's a 1A. He plays more aggressive. He gets locked in. He does all the things that you want him to do. Kind of like the Indiana Paul George. That's the guy that we see. When he becomes a 1B, I think he struggles a little bit. So last night, the way he played was so impressive. And Paul George is pretty good.
What's good, YouTube, man? Welcome back to another episode of Self Check. You're watching us on T.
I'm T, man. What's good with you?
I got T with me as usual. You got anything to have before we get started? All right, man. Before we get started, man, we appreciate all you go to click onto this video. If you're a new viewer, what's up? We appreciate you giving our content a chance. Ready to rock?
Yes, sir.
All right, man. So let's talk about Paul George, right? So Paul George is arguably having one of the best seasons of his career. I still think the best year of his career was when he had Russ and he was playing at OKC and he was averaging 28 and 8. I think he finished like top 4 or 5, maybe even top 3 for MVP. But he right now, without Kawhi, he doing more than I think most people expect him to. His second option, Bobby Smurda. Reggie averaging about 17 and then Paul George doing what he doing. And I feel like Paul George, he ain't really getting the shine that he should. Richard Jefferson said he feel like Paul George is better when he a number 1 option than he is a number 2 option.
Yeah.
You agree with that?
Because if you seen last year, remember we talked about it off camera and I said Paul George be having his best spurts when Kawhi not playing.
Based off when he played the Suns without Kawhi in that playoff series last year.
Yes. I feel like if he was playing Kawhi, we would have seen a shadow of Paul George.
Mm-hmm.
And I saw even when Kawhi is playing, I feel like it was multiple games last season where Paul George would be getting off in the first half and you'll be like, damn, he about to go for 40.
Mm-hmm.
And then he'll just start being passive and giving it to Kawhi. Like I'm saying, I don't like that with players. If you hot and you going, keep going. The others start they'll pick up their game or whatever the case may be. But when you own, you own. I feel like you shouldn't be passing nothing. I wouldn't tell my best player to pass the ball if he owned. That's how I feel. And this year, like you said, nobody expected the Clippers to be doing what they were doing. I thought he was going to be straight. Mm-hmm. But fans, other people who watch basketball, they like, man, they ain't got no chance. The Clippers ain't going to be nothing. Now, I'm not saying they got a chance to win it. I mean, because everybody got a chance, but we being realistic. He just playing well for what he got.
So he averaging the most assists and the most rebounds he's been with the Clippers. Is that a coincidence? I don't think so. I think you can kind of see what Paul George can be when he kind of gets to be the number 1 guy. I'm not going to say that him and Kawhi don't fit next to each other, but I feel like they don't make each other better. It's just basically like, hey, bro, if you got it, I got it. Mm-hmm. That's basically all that is. And I feel like because Kawhi's the number 1 option, like you said, Paul George can kind of be going. And then I feel like once Kawhi be like, all right, cool, he got his rhythm, let me see that now.
Mm-hmm.
On a man, I get the most shots, I get this. So when Kawhi comes back, is there any way for them to that Paul George keep doing this? Is it time for them to say, okay, Kawhi?
So what you saying? Are you asking me, should they let Paul George keep doing his thing?
When Kawhi comes
Hell
back?
Yeah, he rolling. Kawhi is rolling into it. Paul George already has it going. If anything, sit Paul George some games. So, rest him. If you're going to do that, rest him. I'd rather you rest Paul George than to decline the way he plays. I'm saying, if Kawhi feel like if he got to get back in rhythm, he need his touches, whatever the case may be, I feel like you should rest Paul George for, a few games and see what Kawhi can really do. We know what he can do, but you know what I mean. Like, get back into the NBA rhythm.
Right.
So I wouldn't, but no, I don't think Paul George should be taking a backseat to nobody. That's anybody. I don't care who team he on, Harden, KD, nobody. Paul George cannot be bro, he's not a good backup. Even when he was on the team with Russ, he was up for MVP, not Russ. It was Russ' team.
I mean, yeah.
It was his team. Paul George, you know what I'm saying? He can't be the backup, bro. He gotta be the man. He got the skill to be the man. But like you said, out of all the players in the league, he's top skill. Nope. Small forward, he's the small forward that could do everything. He can post you up. He got hands. He can shoot. He can bang on you. He got the whole package. He does not need to be a backup. And that's just how I feel about it.
He like top 3 or top 4 in usage rate. There's only like 2 or 3 more people that got the ball in their hand more. And when I looked at it, Luka was 1 and Giannis was 2. You that high in usage rate, that just shows how much the team needs the ball to be in your hand to be successful. And for it to only be 2 more people ahead of him, that just shows you how much that the Clippers need to be really, really great for them to get dubs. And I don't see why, if like y'all doing what y'all doing right now, when Kawhi comes back, why would y'all want to try to have Kawhi be the number 1 option? I feel like this needs to be that year. Okay, the last 2 years, Kawhi been the number 1 option. Now last year, he got injured, so you can't really tell. But with him coming off an injury and you already got Paul George rolling, you might as well let this year be the year. Okay, Paul George, this is your year.
Most definitely.
This your year. You're the number 1 option. Let's see how far we can go.
It is a little different because he ain't got Kawhi next to him. I got to be the number 1 option with Paul George. Paul George gets to be the number 1 option without. So it is a little different. It's a little harder because he don't have that super superstar talent, but next, like you said, the next best player is Reggie Jackson. No disrespect, because I like Reggie Jackson. Come on now, he's not a star, all-star, nor a superstar, so it's a big difference.
I mean, we gonna call it a wrap on this one, man. We appreciate all of y'all clicking onto this video, man, rocking out with us, man. We appreciate you, goats. Like, comment, subscribe, do all that stuff, man. Help the channel grow, man. If you like the content, do all that good stuff. Check out some of our other videos, see if you like that. See if you ain't got nothing to add. All right, man, I'm E.
I'm T, man.
I got T. We appreciate you rocking out with us. We gonna catch you next one. Peace.